guys, today is September 12th, 2022, and today I'm answering a question that everybody had. Which N.W.A. member has contributed the most to pop culture? This question kind of arose earlier today when I was going for an evening stroll through the neighborhood, and I was just bumping that straight out of Compton, as one does. I was just thinking, who's more relevant? So what I'm going to do, I have a list pulled up. I'm just going to go through all the names and start eliminating them based off of relevancy and how much they've contributed to pop culture. So I'm looking at this list. I'm seeing some names I don't know. And first off, I see DJ Yella, The Doc, Arabian Prince, and DJ Speed. As the average Joe, the non-expert, none of these names sound relevant anymore. I haven't heard these names anywhere. They might have been called out in the songs, but based off of seeing these names, I don't recognize any of them. So now, as an objective person, I'm going to go based off of names and faces. So, first one off the list is Arabian Prince, and this is a hard choice, but also an easy one, because the name Arabian Prince, while this guy looks nice, seems cool, the name just doesn't really vibe with the gangster rap that he's part of, you know? When I think Arabian Prince, I'm thinking of Lawrence of Arabia or Scam Emails. And that, again, just doesn't process when I'm thinking hip-hop. So while he's probably cool, he's off the list. Now, I'm seeing DJ Yella, The Doc, DJ Speed. Okay, so again, this is a hard choice, but I'm going to say The Doc. The Doc is on the chopping block. Why? Because there's also another doctor in this group, and that is Dr. Dre. And to me, he has way more, he's way more well-known. He has a lot more to contribute. I've never heard of The Doc, but I have heard of Dr. Dre, and I know my mom has heard of Dr. Dre. So you can't have two docs in an N.W.A. group, so he is gone. Now, that leaves DJ Yella and DJ Speed. Now again, like the last one, you can't have two DJs in a group. So it really comes down to names, DJ Speed or DJ Yella. Again, they both look cool in their older age, but DJ Speed would be the next one off the list, mainly because the name just doesn't sound as cool. DJ Yella, sounds like he's really gonna hype it up. DJ Speed's just like, he's a fast guy, so he's off. But that also means DJ Yella is the next to follow. That leaves 4 more band members, but MC Ren is the next guy to go. While I've heard him called out in the songs and actually know and like his voice, he just has nothing against eazy-e, Dr. Dre, or Ice Cube. He's cool, for sure. He looks nice, but he is gone. He's the next one off the list. So, to recap, first one, Arabian Prince, then The Doc, then DJ Speed, then DJ Yella, then MC Ren, and that leaves eazy-e, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube. And then this is where it gets contentious, Eazy-E and Ice Cube, when they had their beef and they split and became solo artists, that really gives them a lot of relevancy. But I'm going to have to put Eazy-E, the next one on the list, because, well, frankly, he's dead. And you can't be really relevant when you're dead. Not to be mean, but yeah. So, that really leaves Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. Now, these two guys have done a lot recently in their last couple years. Now I have had to do a little bit of research. Dr. Dre has 3 studio albums. Ice Cube has 10. Now, the last album from Dr. Dre came out in 2015, and Ice Cube's last album came out in 2018. Now, I listened to Ice Cube's last album, and I don't remember liking it that much. It was still cool for sure, but it felt like a bygone era. Dr. Dre, on the other hand, I've heard him. He sounds cool for sure. But with 3 studio albums, like, what are you doing? So this gets into the pop culture side of things. Dr. Dre has really moved into the producing side of things. We got Eminem, as we know from many Eminem songs. He's always thanking Dr. Dre, so that's cool. Eminem has contributed a lot to pop culture, and so being the father of Eminem also gains a lot from, gives a lot to pop culture. Now he's probably produced more people. I don't know from my general knowledge, but that's cool. And but Ice Cube, you know, he's given us a lot of movies. He's given us Ride Along, you know. He's given us so many movies that when you think Ice Cube, you think funny guy, cop, bad cop, good cop, Kevin Hart. Dre, you think beats, you know. You got that pill, you got the headphones, you got swagger when you have all that music equipment. So it's a real hard mix-up. While Dre definitely has given a lot, he never gave us Are We There Yet? And so that's why I'm taking Dre off the list, leaving Ice Cube number 1 for the most influential, most relevant, and the biggest member to contribute to pop culture. Thank you, and good night.